morning, beloveds. My hair's a little extra today. I was in a hurry yesterday and I forgot to put the curl cream in it when it was really wet. Um, so I don't know what it's going to look like in the next couple of days. It's always weird to do these live videos because I'm looking at myself and I'm just like, oh, wow, what's going on with that hair today? And I, of course, went to the gym today. I like doing my gym appointment on Monday morning because I have a tendency to take good naps on the weekends, on Saturday and Sunday. I also run my longest run on Saturday, so Sunday is my day of rest. And so going to the gym, again, air quotes, on Monday morning at 7 o'clock in the morning just kind of sets the tone for my week. I'm incredibly impressed at how good my trainer is. Because we're doing this over Zoom and he's working within the bounds of what I have in my house, which is not much. I have a yoga mat. I have resistance bands, but they're old and I have broken every single one of them. I've snapped about 3 inches off of them, so they're shorter now. And I do have 5-pound weights, which I've graduated well past. So that's yay, more reps. Or in this case today, he gave me a complicated weight movement set. So the lower weights were a good thing because I was trying to figure it out. He likes to combine things in a way that I have to think about. So by the time we get there, like, I may be tired after the workout, but I'm awake. Yeah, if you haven't worked out with a trainer in a gym, at least, a little bit, you're missing out. He's incredibly creative and they're never the same. So he believes in what he calls body confusion. And it's very helpful for me because it's never the same workout, and occasionally he'll ask me to do things and I'm like, yeah, no, whatever part of the body is just not going to cooperate this day. And he's like, okay, fine, do it this way, and gives me a different way to do it. Mind and body. You're gonna, if you have the opportunity to work out your mind, your body, and your soul, good. So we are here to do mind and soul. And then I encourage you to do something for your body sometime today. You don't necessarily have to get up and do it at 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm a crazy person. I admit that. All right. We are here for April 27th. And our Bible quote is John, which is kind of interesting because that's what Jesse was working out of all month, was the Gospel of John. So we've got the Gospel of John today, and it is 8:36. If the Son therefore shall make you free, you shall be free indeed. Okay, let's see what Ernest has to say with that one. The everlasting... Try that again. The everlasting now is my freedom in God. I am bound neither by false tradition nor human heritage. I have come from the one source, God. I accept this gift, my own free will, and make the most of it. I refuse to be resigned to any limitations of life. I refuse to be tied to man-made ideas of God. I open my mind to its own goodness and my heart to its own steadfastness. I am only of God, perfect substance, perfect form, perfect life. I am guided correctly. I am lovingly inspired by love itself. If my will to be well or happy has been limited by timidity or laziness, I now resolve to get out of all emotional ruts. Today, I achieve God's idea of me. Joy and well-being can be the only outcome if for God's work cannot be burdensome. Nothing can stand in the way of my liberty. I now realize that I am spiritually entitled to success, affluence, and a happy disposition. I am free in my life, my work, my world, and my body. I am free to experience God's love for me and to grow in God's consciousness. God within me, as me, is all powerful, all good, and all there is. Good morning, Kathy. You're up early. My co-minister has arrived. We'll see if she gets far enough up that you can see her ears. Or her tail. Okay, so there's a couple of things in here that we can unpack. Let's start with, I refuse to be tied to man-made ideas of God. So the beauty of science of mind is one of the things that Ernest believed is that everybody has a piece of the puzzle and nobody has the whole picture. So because we are mortal creatures, because we are bound in time, even though we have that immortal piece of us within us, then we are incapable of seeing the whole picture of God. So that means that everybody's got a little bit and nobody's got all of it. And that's one of the things that Ernest did. He was after what he called the golden thread. He believed that everybody had a piece of the truth and that we have, I'm going to say, the right and the responsibility to listen to everybody. It doesn't mean we have to accept everything that everybody says, but we have to find that piece of truth that everybody's got. I remember that when I took the Kabbalah class, or as we Americans like to say, Kabbalah, the divine shards that are scattered throughout creation. Everybody's got them. So if something resonates with you from another religion, then you've probably found a piece of the truth. But don't get sucked into that piece, because that's all it is. It's just a piece of truth. Okay. Perfect substance, perfect form, perfect life. I am guided correctly. I am lovingly inspired by love itself. If we are guided by love, and the love that is a subject, not object, then we can't do anything wrong. Again, we can come back to that kind of the difference between the Buddhist idea of love and the American idea of love. We have a tendency to make the subject of our love an object, and it's about what it can do for us, whereas the Buddhists kind of go, no, it's a subject. It has its own agency. So if you are guided by what's best for the subject of your love, you can't go wrong. And the subject of your love can be you too. Let's remind you of that. The best thing that you can do is love yourself. And then if my will to be well or happy has been limited by timidity or laziness. Oh, do you not feel a little called out by that line? I now resolve to get out of all emotional ruts. I kind of feel like right now we might be prone to those emotional ruts. Because, actually, since Kathy's watching, I'll use her example. Groundhog Day. If you haven't seen the movie with Bill Murray, it's an experience. I love that movie for a variety of reasons, And that is kind of what it feels like right now. It's like we get up and we do the same things every day. In my case, I get up, I go to work, I come home, I collapse on the couch, and I eat. For like the first 6 weeks of this, all I did was get up, go to work, eat, and sleep, because that's all I had the energy for. And it definitely got to an emotional rut. It was hard for me to do anything else. So I gave myself a challenge where I would look for something beautiful every day. Whatever that looked like. And I've taken some amazing pictures of flowers. I've taken some amazing pictures of the little fur babies here. So I did what I needed to do to get out of that emotional rut. Do not get me wrong. I still slip into it occasionally, because what I do is hard. Right now, people are scared about their immune system. They carry that fear into where I work. And so I have to, and that's where my challenge is to recognize the God in that person looking back at me, and not take on that fear, and not give into that fear. And to that, because when I give into that fear, then that makes me tired. All right. So, we're almost finished with April, and April is renewal, so I'm looking forward to May. I think I'm committed to doing this for a while, regardless of what else is going on in the world. Because it's been fun for me and very educational, because I'm unpacking these for myself as well as for anybody who happens to listen. Really, Rita? My cat is biting me, I'm sorry. Nothing can stand in the way of my liberty. Nothing can stand in the way of my liberty. Basically, the biggest problem I have with my liberty is me. I have got to get out of my own way and recognize that God is all there is. So, the last line is, God within me, as me, is all powerful, all good, and all there is. I am free. I am free. All right. So, Jesus, the great example. He went straight to the Father. He went straight to God for all of his requests. He recognized that God could do for him what he could do through him. So remember that. God can do anything for you that God can do through you. You just have to be open. Okay, I'm on to my day. Y'all have a good day. If it is going to be, it looks like the weather's going to be pretty decent. We're going to hit the mid-80s today. Welcome to living in the South. So make sure you open your windows for a little while, step out, get a little vitamin D, get some sun. As one of our running stores likes to say, running is not canceled. But if you don't run, go for a walk in your neighborhood or the parks, and make it a great day. Know that we are with you. Know that we love you. Know that we are doing everything we can. Reverend David will be on with you around 5 o'clock today. I think he settled on that time. And I will be back at 9 a.m. The live stream is up on our Facebook page, and I will get the YouTube video up when I get back from work today. So y'all have a great day, whatever you choose to do with it. All right? Love you guys.